The new Huawei Watch Fit 3 easily might be probably one of the best smartwatches in 2024, and even though it literally costs 3 times less than an actual Apple Watch, design-wise they're pretty much the same nowadays. In a lot of features, actually it's much better than an actual Apple Watch. But first let's check out the design of it and compare to the older Watch Fit 2. So compared to the older Watch Fit 2, this does have full metal body now. Design wise you get really huge upgrades this year, and you even got a scroll wheel now as well. Also the back of the watches are completely different. This new one is made out of glass, while the older one is made of cheap plastic. This is how they look on my wrist, and the new one definitely is a much better looking watch actually. And you got plenty of adjustments here as well. And I really like this new accent button. It looks really smart indeed. Also the strap is very comfortable, and it's a soft touch feel, so it feels very pleasant actually. By the way, this is my new YouTube channel. I'm really trying to reach 1000 subscribers. If you could help me out, that'd be so much appreciated. Thank you. Also, you probably have noticed that screens of these look completely different now. And not only the shape is different, the actual screens are also completely different. This one is much brighter. Also, it's much more crisp, and when you check all the fine texts, you can just see how excellent the visibility is and just how premium this panel is. Still, the screen on the older one was still pretty good screen, and actually it's very good, but this one takes it to a whole next level. Also, the brightness of the new one is hugely improved. When I actually use flashlights at night, this literally has like twice as bright screen. Not only it's bigger also, but much more brighter as well. Also, the screen quality, as you might see in the video, this has got like kind of terrible banding, where this one is pretty much almost perfect. So it's also better for your eyes. The OS feels absolutely smooth, like buttery smooth, just as good as an Apple Watch. So, and it's actually, the design layout is actually better than an Apple Watch. This old one, still I think it feels very snappy, but again, this is a notch better. Also on the new one, you can click this button basically to launch any custom action. So you can set it up pretty much for anything. For example, I can launch flashlight with this, launch like workouts, timers, stopwatch, whatever really I want. Another thing where this new one is much improved is the speakers. So the speakers are actually a bit louder than the old one, but they're also located here. On the old one they were located here, and when you were actually wearing this watch, the sound basically was distorted. So the sound quality is actually absolutely awesome on this watch. And you can control the volume with the scroll wheel here as well. Many different uses for the scroll wheel. Absolutely nice sound quality. And also the weather is really nice, the weather app. Okay, let's pause the music, and as you might see, all the menus of this watch are incredibly nice looking. They're so modern, really, like literally so high end, as you can see, and they're so extremely fluid here as well. These menus compared to the older one, again in the like style, they're much improved. On this one it was still like minimalistic, but this one is so much more improved, pretty much in styling, in everything. Also, it does have these tiles. As you can see, the design is absolutely great. Also, another upgraded feature over the old one is this calorie tracker, which this one lacked. So you can essentially track your calories here, add food and stuff like that. Okay, so how does it compare to the 3 times higher Apple Watch? I have the Series 6 here, so it's not the newest one, but still pretty recent one. As you probably know, the Huawei Watch Fit 3 is really trying to replicate the look of an Apple Watch, and I think they have done excellent job of this. Not only the build quality is pretty much identical, the scroll wheel on the Apple Watch is slightly better, but design and screen and like the chassis metal build quality is pretty much identical really. And as you know, Apple Watches are very smooth, and when you check it out, basically everything is very smooth. But on this one, it's identical really, it's just smooth, so you really don't have to worry about this watch getting like laggy. This is buttery smooth. Also, the display quality, at least on this Fit 3 compared to the Series 6, is much better. It's much brighter, and also the display text is like more crisp here, so you actually get a better display quality over the Apple Watch. Again, this is not the newest one. Probably when you compare directly to the latest Apple Watch, they might be probably the same. But again, when you compare to the older ones, a bit older ones, this has better screen actually. When it comes to heart rate sensors, you probably know that Apple Watches are incredibly good for this stuff. However, this Watch Fit 3 is pretty much identical to the Apple Watch. It has really just as good heart rate sensor as an Apple Watch really. And when I'm doing any tracked activities, the overall results are pretty much identical on both, even though Apple Watches are much more expensive. Another advantage over the newest Apple Watches is that this can actually record your SpO2 blood oxygen levels. The newest Apple Watch aren't able to do that anymore since they got banned from basically using that technology. And I also find the GPS to be extremely fast and accurate on this Huawei Watch Fit 3, and it actually might be faster to lock on than this older Apple Watch, so it's extremely good GPS tracking as well on this watch. Another huge upgrade over that Apple Watch is insanely good battery life on this Huawei Watch Fit 3. So in normal use, you can expect to get like at least 10 days of usage. If you actually turn off some of the sensors at night, for example, and don't use it for sleep tracking, you can expect to get like even 2 weeks of battery life. With Apple Watch, if you are very gentle, you can expect to get maximum 2 days, and that's complete maximum. Usual life is like 1 day. Another way how this Huawei Watch completely beats out the Apple Watch is the application and just how easy and smooth it is to use. And it's actually very easy to use. On the Apple Watch, if you have an Apple Watch, you probably already know just how messy it is, and you got like 4 different apps where you have to go and actually check various different things and adjust stuff, and they're complete mess to navigate and find something. If you are maybe an elderly person, it's complete nightmare really. This one is extremely easy to use, and you understand everything is very laid out, everything in the same app basically. You got these different tabs here, you can switch and change stuff over, and again it's so much easier to use and understand all the data that you have on this Huawei Watch Fit 3. Again, I absolutely hate the apps on the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch app is completely bloated and not very ergonomic to use at all. Let's briefly check out the app. You got your exercise records here, basically all your stats for the day, your heart rate. You can also see your resting heart rate as you start to use it, your sleep quality, stress, SpO2, your trends. Also you can start quickly exercise from this menu as well. Don't even have to go to the watch. Then you can manage your watch here as well. You even got like this basic app gallery as well, and you got some basic apps here, not a lot. On the Apple Watch you get way more apps, like probably 100 times more apps, but I find all the apps on the Apple Watch to be either paid ones or they're like literally completely useless. Also from this app you can very easily upload music to your watch as well, so you have to simply select the songs and it will automatically send them through. So extremely easy and extremely fast. Overall, the Apple Watch probably still provides some more data than this Huawei Watch Fit 3, but again, it's much more easy to understand and the main things are all here, so you're not really missing anything. You even got your VO2 max, like training readiness index and stuff like that. So pretty much everything you need here is there. The thing where this Huawei Watch Fit 3 however lacks is the notifications, and also it doesn't have like email app here. On Apple Watch, as you know, you can open your emails and check them and reply to them and do everything. On this one, you will still get your notifications for emails, but you'll only like receive like the title only, and you can't really respond to them. All the other notifications and how you interact is much better on the Apple Watch as well, so need some work on the Huawei Watch Fit watch for that. Another advantage of an Apple Watch is the exercise modes actually. When you actually want to do something else with the watch, you can simply exit it and the exercise will still keep tracking in the background and show here. On this one you can't really exit the exercise. You can maybe control the music, however you can't really do anything much and exit to the main screen. This really needs to be fixed on the Huawei Watch Fit watches. Again, this is much better. You can still use all your watch and all your functions just as you want, and when you want you can return to the exercise screen. This does not have that. By the way you change straps on the Huawei Watch Fit 3 is much better than on the Apple Watch. On this one you simply have to press this button here and it releases, so it's very fast and very easy to change the strap. On this one again you have to press this button, but you have to slide it outside and it's sometimes a bit of faff, especially if you use non-original straps. So much better system on this Huawei Watch Fit watch. By the way, you are also able to use your Huawei Watch Fit 3 with iPhones, so you're not limited like with iPhones. So you can use your Watch Fit 3 with both iPhones and Androids. Again, can't do that with Apple Watch. So overall, I think Huawei has done insanely good job with this new Huawei Watch Fit 3. It's clear upgrade over the older one, and it's actually probably better than an actual Apple Watch, which costs 3 times more. Literally the screen is better quality, the design is just as good really, build quality is just as good, some features actually better, much better battery life. Also the app is much better. Of course the Apple Watch does have more features and you can download more apps. However, the basics are all there on the Huawei Watch Fit 3. So if you're a basic average user, like literally 99% of the people, this would be perfectly fine for you and you won't really miss anything much from this watch. This watch provides insane value for money. For example, on the launch date I ordered this watch and I paid 165 euros and also got this free earbuds basically, which I can sell for maybe 40 euros. So overall this would cost me like 120 euros. And for that price you can only purchase 2 pairs of straps for an Apple Watch, but here you get insanely good watch as well. I think Huawei has completely destroyed the Apple Watch with this model indeed. And yeah, I can highly suggest this watch after using it for around 2 weeks, and it's such a nice watch actually. And yeah, it's clear upgrade over the previous one. I'm really trying to reach 1000 subscribers on this channel, and if you could help me out, that'd be so much appreciated. Thank you and good luck.